Test, test. Perfect. We're live. In 3 minutes from puck drop, Washington and Carolina going at you in Game 5. Caps trying to stay alive. We just had the Vegas Golden Knights stay alive in a Game 5, a do-or-die Game 5 against Winnipeg. We saw the St. Louis Blues fail to stay alive in a do-or-die Game 5 against Nashville. That series is over. We'll see what happens here. Edmonton got a do-or-die Game 5 up next after this at 8 o'clock. That should be a good time. This one's back in Washington after the Caps go and lose both in Carolina. So, should be interesting here for sure. Looking forward to it. All right, we're 6:59, so 1 minute to puck drop. Oh, I should share this to Facebook. And, you know, try to get people watching, because that is, you know, the entire point. Well, we got some people tuning in here. It's good. Just about going. All right, let's go. Welcome inside Capital One Arena, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. Caps and Hurricanes. Washington needs a win here at home to stay alive. The Hurricanes try to end the series here tonight. Peter Mrazek, he's been shaky to start the series. Got the start due to James Reimer having the flu in Game 4, but won the game, so earned himself another start. Braden Holtby back in between the pipes despite a very shaky series so far. Carolina controls the opening draw. We are underway here in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. Tom Wilson controls now as the Caps put it in deep. With it there in deep is Alexander Ovechkin. Far side, comes out front. Good stop early by Peter Mrazek. Here now, Sebastian Aho carries over the line for Carolina. Taken away from him by Brendan Dillon. And Ovechkin got it up to Tom Wilson, and he carries out. Wilson a drive. Good stop there on a long shot by Mrazek. And now a 3-on-2 rush, Carolina. Here's Teravainen into the middle. Svechnikov shoots. Stopped by Holtby. Teravainen to the front of the net. Stop. Rebound back to the line. Hamilton. Dougie Hamilton. Teravainen. Down low it goes. Svechnikov to Aho. Aho shooting. Save. Rebound. Teravainen. Another rebound loose in front. Two big saves by Braden Holtby early. Here come the Caps. Back the other way. Wilson shot it high and wide. Now centering pass out front, picked off by Jacob Slavin, and here come the Carolina Hurricanes. Good play there. Nick Jensen takes away, and the Capitals are up the other way. Oshie, Vrana, loose puck, sitting there. There's a sharp angle shot from Backstrom and a good save. End-to-end action here to start Game 5. Nito Niederreiter on the far side. Centering pass. Nick Cash can't catch up to it. TJ Oshie in behind the net. This is Game 1 of the evening games. We'll have Edmonton in hosting Calgary right after this. The Oilers try to avoid elimination. Back to the line, Jensen. Oshie, shot, loose puck. Fired toward the net, the rebound cleared. Nick Backstrom nearly broke the tie early. But here come the Carolina Hurricanes. Dropped off Gardner. Vinny Trocheck. In the middle it goes. And it's loose in the slot. Puck comes to Brady Shea. Shea's got it. Here's Trocheck in front to Williams. He just missed it wide. Now the Capitals are back the other way. This is Carl Hagelin. Trocheck turned over. Warren Fogle. Fogle for the Carolina Hurricanes. In to the side of the net. That's for Williams. Far side it goes. Shot goes wide. It comes down to Holtby, who will freeze it. First whistle of the game. And we've almost played 5 entire minutes. Back and forth action here in the District of Columbia to start this one. Draw is going to be won and controlled in the offensive zone by the Carolina Hurricanes. There's Stahl. Stahl back to the line. Gets it back in the corner. Stahl out front. A one-timer stopped by Holtby. Kicked out now. Here's Nick Dowd. Dowd over the line near side. Dropped off Panic. He's inserted back into the lineup tonight for Washington. Now a 3-on-2 back the other way. Carolina. McGinn dropped off Stahl. Picked off by the Capitals. And here's Nick Dowd now. Dowd in the middle for Brendan Leipzig. Comes to Panic. Panic caught it over to Leipzig. He got into the corner. Now turned over. Panic rips it just wide of the goal. Ryan Dzingel carries out for Carolina. Puts this one in deep, and the Hurricanes give chase. Brock McGinn in deep for the Hurricanes. Up top it comes, but it's turned over to Brendan Leipzig, and the Capitals come out with it. 13-16 to go in the period. Fast-paced action here from DC tonight. Back to the line. Hagelin, a drive blockered away by Peter Mrazek, and we'll get a draw deep in Carolina territory. Andrei Svechnikov, leading scorer, 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points for Carolina through the first 4 games of the series. Lars Eller on the draw for Washington, won cleanly by Carolina. Ryan Dzingel carries out with it for the Hurricanes. Dzingel stops up, back to the line, Shea. Now it comes down low for Lars Eller. Eller got it up, taken away by Martinook. Martinook puts it in deep. Dzingel out foot, shot, save, rebound, loose puck. Dzingel spins and fires, and a good stop there. Now he comes out front, McGinn scores! McGinn won a battle in the corner and took it to the net hard. Ooh, don't know what's happening with this glitch, but it appears to be fine. Carolina Hurricanes lead 1-0 early, well, midway through the first here in this one. And that's not the start you're looking for if you're the Washington Capitals. Facing a do-or-die Game 5 at home here against Carolina. The Hurricanes and Caps split the first 2 here in Washington. Hurricanes lost the first one by a wide margin. The Caps dropped the second. The Hurricanes win both in Raleigh. And now here's a chance for Ovechkin to tie it. Glove save made by Peter Mrazek there. Alex Ovechkin, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure he has yet to score a goal in the series. And I mean, look, that's a problem. I mean, when you look at all the teams who are trailing right now, it's a problem that they all have. The guys who score goals are not scoring goals. You look at Edmonton, who's going to come up next. 0 goals from Draisaitl, only 2 from McDavid, and that's been the issue. Shot stopped there by Holtby. He's going to freeze it. I think that's some pushing and shoving in front of the net. Nothing going to come of it, though. Holtby will freeze on. 10:56 to go in the first period. 1-0. The Carolina Hurricanes lead the Washington Capitals here in this Game 5. The Caps win it. We'll be back in action tomorrow night from Raleigh, North Carolina for Game 6. Fogle, a shot steered aside by Holtby. The line, Joel Edmondson. Edmondson sent down the wall. Now it's going to come up top. Oshie can't get it out. Carolina still in possession. Warren Fogle. Fogle knocked off the puck. TJ Oshie got it back to Kempney, and here come the Washington Capitals. Jakub Vrana. Vrana over the line, stops up into the middle. Kempney shot it high and wide. Far side, Siegenthaler into the lineup tonight for Washington. A hard shot. Siegenthaler again. Now it comes Nick Backstrom. Into the middle, Vrana. Back to Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler gets it back. The one-timer stopped by, I almost said Reimer. That is indeed Peter Mrazek in goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina trying to make it the second consecutive year they defeat the Washington Capitals in round one of the playoffs. Draw one by Carolina, and they're going to carry it out this year. Jake Gardner. Gardner over the line for the Hurricanes. In the middle, a great chance. Vinny Trocheck had that poked away from him. Loose puck in the slot, cleared by Washington. And now here's Ilya Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk, one-time 50-goal scorer in the National Hockey League. Drops off Hagelin. Oh, it bounces off a foot in front. Turned over Kovalchuk. Glove save Mrazek. He'll freeze it. 8:45 to play in the first period. Carolina 1, Washington no score. Draw to the left side of Peter Mrazek. Won cleanly by the Carolina Hurricanes, and here's Jacob Slavin. Up to Nito Niederreiter on the far side. Knocked off the puck. Carlson got it to Richard Panik. Panik over the line here for the Capitals. Panik still with the puck. In the corner, Richard Panik out front. He tried to get a shot away. That blocked. Now to Nick Dowd, a shot. That blocked again. Here's Carolina with it in control. They're going to get it out. Here's Nino Niederreiter carrying it in for the Hurricanes on the far side. Now comes to McGinn. Shot save. Rebound McGinn. Back to the line. Hammered and a good shot blocked. Nino Niederreiter to the net. Can't get a shot away. Holtby going to freeze it. 7:26 to go in period number one. The Hurricanes leading it 1-0. Top line out there for Washington, Kuznetsov, Wilson, and Alexander Ovechkin. Draw one cleanly by the Hurricanes. Gardner puts it in deep. There it is for Brock McGinn, the goal scorer tonight. Out front to Zingle. What a stop by Holtby. Keeps this a one-goal game, and now here's Tom Wilson. Wilson, big body, throws big body checks. Now in front to Ovechkin, and a good stop there on Ovi. Now it goes to the far corner for Tom Wilson. Going to kick it loose to Ovechkin. Out front to Kuznetsov. Couldn't get a shot away, and Brady Shea blocked it. 3-on-2 Carolina. Teuvo Teravainen in. Shoots. Glove save Holtby. He'll freeze it. 6.25 to play in the first period. Still 1-0 Carolina. Draw to the right side of Braden Holtby. This one controlled by the Washington Capitals. Kovalchuk to the near side found Carl Hagelin. Hagelin now got knocked off the puck there. Tries to get it back to the line, but it's taken away by Brady Shea. Shea in over the line into the middle. There's Teuvo Teravainen. Shot blocked. Excuse me, and the Caps are going to put this one in deep. That's Lars Eller. Hagelin, far side corner. Kovalchuk out front to Eller. Couldn't get a shot away. But Washington will indeed get a power play opportunity here. It's going to be slashing against Joel Edmondson. And the Caps will go to their first man advantage of the evening. 8-2. Carolina, however, leads in shots on goal. Here's Brock McGinn. He takes it out and puts this one in deep. Goes off the curved piece of glass right inside the the Washington bench. That's going to get a whistle. So we'll get a draw just outside the Washington blue line, right in front of the Capital bench. And the draw won and controlled by the Carolina Hurricanes. Here's Jordan Stahl. Stahl lets one go, blockered away there by Holtby. Here's Dmitry Orlov. Up the wall it comes to Evgeny Kuznetsov. Now it's Wilson. Tom Wilson in over the line for Washington. Into the middle now, Jakub Vrana. Vrana back to the line. Orlov, a drive, gloved right in front of his face by Pete Mrazek, and he'll hold on to that. Caps need a win tonight in order to extend this series to a 6th game, which will go tomorrow night in Raleigh, North Carolina. Draw one cleanly by the Carolina Hurricanes and sent the length of the ice. Gathered out of his own zone by Dmitry Orlov. 60 seconds of power play time remaining for the Washington Capitals. Far side, Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk into the middle. Oshie waiting. Oshie won't shoot. Oshie to the far side, a drive. One-timer. That got blocked. Capitals still in control. Nick Backstrom out front to Oshie. Couldn't pull the trigger. It was broken up and sent down the ice by Carolina. Half a minute remaining on the Washington power play. Now it comes up. This is for Nick Backstrom. Into the middle it comes for Ilya Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk for the Capitals. Into the middle. Backstrom got a shot away, but it's stood up there. Stood tall was Pete Mrazek. He'll freeze it. Still 1-0 Hurricanes with 3:21 to play in the period. Draw to the right side of Mrazek. Won cleanly by Carolina. And that is going to do it on the Hurricane penalty kill. We're back to even strength. Here now, John Carlson. Scored the opening goal of this series, but he's been quiet since. Carlson, a drive. Glove save by Peter Mrazek. Carlson certainly would be considered this year a front runner for the Norris Trophy. As the Caps, though, they're not really concerned about that at all. They're just concerned about finding a way to stay alive here and get to round 2 somehow by erasing a 3-1 deficit against the Carolina Hurricanes here. Here's Andrei Svechnikov. Over the line offensively for Carolina. Svechnikov into the middle. Aho! Svechnikov! Shot blocked by Brendan Dillon. Dillon, the leading point getter for the Capitals in the series so far. Put in deep by Washington. Gardner. Up the wall, Svechnikov. Svechnikov carries over the line, far side for Carolina. Dropped off Teravainen. Gives it right back to Svechnikov as Teravainen took a big hit. Brady Shea at the line. Trades with Trocheck. Near side Shea. Down the wall, Svechnikov. Back to the line, Shea. Now Trocheck far side. Teravainen. Gardner. Teravainen a drive and a good stop by Holtby. He'll freeze it with 1:17 remaining here in this first period. 1-0 Carolina leads. Trying to close out the best-of-7 series in 5 games over the 1 year removed, 2 years removed, I guess, is how it would be properly said. 2 years removed from a Stanley Cup championship are the Washington Capitals. Draw won by Carolina. Necas in front. Oshie takes away. Vrana has it now, and the Caps take it out. Last minute of play here in the first period. Here's Nick Backstrom, back to the line. Kempny took a hard hit, knocked off the puck there, and out come the Carolina Hurricanes. Martin Necas over the line, near side. Necas waiting for a trailer, walks to the middle, knocked off the puck, and now Travis Kempny's got it for the Washington Capitals. Carries it out, puts it in deep. Now there's 10 seconds to go in the period. Vrana's got it offensively out front. Necas takes away. Maybe one last shot for Carolina. Vogel in, can't get it away, and that'll do it. Siegenthaler gets it out of harm's way for Washington. That'll do it. Here in period number 1. After 20, it's 1-0 visitors, the Carolina Hurricanes. 40 minutes away from advancing to round 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. This Eastern Conference quarterfinal is in Game 5. Carolina leads 3-1. And there's your go-ahead goal. Brock McGinn, 1-0 Canes through 20. Check the shots. Close, 15-14 Carolina. Shots on goal in that first period, 15 for Carolina, 14 for the Washington Capitals. And we are back for the second period. Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. National capital of the United States of America. That is, in fact, why they're named the Washington Capitals. The more you know. Brought to you by Brady Sims' useless facts that everyone already knows. Far side, Ovechkin. Back to the line, Carlson. Into the middle, Kuznetsov spinning, firing, blocked by Dougie Hamilton. This puck's going to come out as here with it. This is Evgeny Kuznetsov. He's knocked off the puck. Kuznetsov still. Corner. Out front. Save. Rebound. Scores! Tom Wilson has tied the game for Washington. Second period. Not yet a minute old. 54 seconds in. Mrazek couldn't handle the Ovechkin shot cleanly. Wilson buried the rebound. And we're tied up at 1. A big goal, to be sure, for the Washington Capitals. You always hear it. The next one's a big one. The Caps have it. Kuznetsov to Wilson. Wilson over the line, trying to get Washington the lead. Can't do it on that rush. Slavin carries through a dangerous area, but he's able to get it out. Here's Andrei Svechnikov for Carolina. Svechnikov in, waiting, goes in front of the net, and good play by Ovechkin to break up that pass. And now here come the Washington Capitals over the line. Tom Wilson shooting, blocker save made by Peter Mrazek. Into the corner goes Teravainen, but the Canes turn it over. Now Orloff to Wilson. Orloff into the middle. Nick Jensen hammers one, and a good stop by Mrazek. He'll freeze it with 17:51 to go in the second period. The Edmonton Oilers taking on the Calgary Flames after this. In Game 5 of that series, the Flames will try to close it out. Put down low by the by the Capitals, but the Hurricanes control now here. Nino Niederreiter, one of the few Swiss nationals in the NHL, centering pass. Vinny Trocheck right there, and a good save. Switzerland becoming a little bit more of a hockey country in recent years. Roman Josi, another Swiss-born player that finds himself in the Stanley Cup playoffs, just won his first-round playoff series as captain of the Nashville Predators. They defeated the St. Louis Blues in 5 games earlier this afternoon. Now here comes Caps over the line, dropped off. Trocheck intercepts. Trocheck near side, Jake Gardner. Gardner up the ice. There's Nino Niederreiter offside. The whistle goes on Carolina. 3 minutes and 11 seconds here into the second period. The first period we couldn't catch my breath for a whistle. Here in the second, nothing but whistles early. Second is also seeing an early strike from the Washington Capitals. That tied the hockey game. There with it, that's Kovalchuk putting it in deep. Hagelin tied up along the boards there with Gardner. Hagelin comes out. Hagelin scores! Not sure if he meant to get that even on goal, but it goes through the 5-hole of Peter Mrazek. And it's 2-1 Washington. Hagelin, a great job, wins a battle down low against Jake Gardner. Takes this one to the net. And oh yeah, I think he did. I think that was just a sneaky little 5-hole backhander by Carl Hagelin, which I believe will be his second of the postseason. And that's just a tough goal to give up for Mrazek. Not tight on the post at all. Washington's now got a lead. 16:21 to play in this second period. Edmondson puts it in deep for Carolina. Here's Kempney. Left it there for Holtby. Got it right back, though. Kempney now over to the near side. It's going to come to Ilya Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk, middle. Eller shot it wide. Kovalchuk back to the line. Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler steps around his man. There's Hagelin. Up the wall it comes. Knocked off it by Edmondson is Kovalchuk. And the puck squirts to Stahl. Carolina controls now. Find themselves down by a goal. Here come the Hurricanes. On the far side, Williams in front. One-timer blocker. Save made by Holtby. Good stop there by the Lloydminster, Saskatchewan native of Braden Holtby. Now here with it, Nick Dowd. Dowd in front, scores! Period's not yet, barely, I should say, 5 minutes old. Carl Hagelin's got another, and the Caps have 3 in the second. It's 3-1 Washington. Caps don't appear ready to die quite yet. That one goes 5-hole on Peter Mrazek once more. I mean, certainly a great pass and a one-timer. It's tough for Mrazek to stop. But at the same time, you got to say that, look, I mean, it didn't get all of that. Mrazek was clearly there in time to maybe make that save. Tough night for Peter Mrazek. To be sure, to start this second period. It's now 3-1 Washington. Here's Richard Panik over the line. Got it to Leipzig. Brendan Leipzig dropped off there at the line. Now one-timer blocked away by Peter Mrazek. And here come the Carolina Hurricanes out of their own zone. Vinny Trocheck, former Florida Panther. Trocheck in the middle. McGinn, side of the net. Brady Shea chipped that one on goal, but a good stop made there by the goaltender, Braden Holtby. Shea knocks Oshie off the puck, and here comes Carolina once more. Here with it, this is Jake Gardner. Up top, Trocheck, stopped by Holtby. 12:55 left here in the second period. It's 3-1. The Washington Capitals lead the Carolina Hurricanes. Trying to force Game 6 back in Raleigh tomorrow night. Draw one by the Capitals. Here now is TJ Oshie. Oshie comes over the line, stops up, drops off. That's for Carlson. Carlson down the wall, picked off, and here come the Carolina Hurricanes again. Vinny Trocheck, picked off by Vrana, stretch pass over to the far side, and now here come the Caps. Oshie shoots! Good stick save made by Mrazek to keep it out. Svechnikov over the line now, into the middle, picked off by Brendan Dillon, and the former San Jose Sharks starts to break up for the Caps. Backstrom, high slot, couldn't get a shot away. Now far pass, got to Aho, into the middle, Svechnikov, dropped off, Slavin in, Slavin couldn't shoot it. Aho, Slavin shoots it now, stopped by Holtby with the stick, steered aside, and here come the Capitals again. Ovechkin to Tom Wilson, Wilson into the middle, Ovechkin, and got it back, didn't get a shot away. Now here come the Carolina Hurricanes once more. Svechnikov, Teravainen, dropped off Slavin. Back to Svechnikov. Slavin still in the neutral zone. Slow to get up on the far side. I think that was Teravainen. Keep an eye on him to see if he's out there. Here now, Kuznetsov in the middle. Wilson shot, save, Siegenthaler scores! Washington's got a 4-1 lead. Jonas Siegenthaler is first of the postseason. It's his first game of the postseason. Just inserted into the lineup tonight. The defenseman, the third pairing defenseman, the German, jumps in the rush and buries another ill-advised, ill-placed rebound by the goaltender Mrazek. And it's 4-1 for the Washington Capitals. And the game is just about half done. A tough night for sure right now for the goaltender Peter Mrazek, who had a tough night as well in game one. Now Carolina trails by 3, and here comes Lars Eller leading a rush for Carolina. Turnover at the line. Washington, Eller couldn't get it across ice, so he just took it himself. Goes out the side of the goal. Warren Foegele now for Carolina. Foegele carries into the corner, knocked off the puck, squirts loose. It's going to come now to Dmitry Orlov. Got it to Kovalchuk. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Kovalchuk on the near side. Kovalchuk back to the line. Orlov waiting. To our side it comes. Jensen now to Kovalchuk. Loose puck. Eller knocked off the puck there by Jordan Staal. Puck squirts into the corner, in behind the net, I should say, for Williams. Now it comes to Vatanen, right back to Justin Williams. Here's Jordan Staal. Staal waiting, back to the line. Unable to get a shot away there was Jake Gardner. Brady Shea in the neutral zone for Carolina. Now taken away by Richard Paddock. Paddock, a partial break. Paddock shot steered aside by Mrazek. Now comes to Dowd. Carlson. Paddock, one-timer, stopped by Mrazek. 7.5 to play in the second period. We got some pushing and shoving more here. Still nothing comes of it. Paddock nearly made it 5-1 Capitals. But able to keep it out was Peter Mrazek. 7:35 left here, second period. Draw one by Washington in the offensive zone. Jakub Vrana puts it in deep. It's going to come loose to Nick Backstrom, but instead the Carolina Hurricanes take it away, and they're able to come out with it here. This is Vincent Trocheck. Trocheck trying to get it out front. Loose puck comes to Brendan Dillon, and Dillon is going to drop off Carlson, now up to TJ Oshie. Oshie on the far side, trying to get around Shea. Shea takes away from him, and here come the Hurricanes, but it's turned back over in the neutral zone. And here's a chance for Vrana, shot it off the post. Jakub Vrana nearly put the Caps up by 4. Now turned over again. Backstrom shot it wide. Carolina in some pressure here. Back, there's Carlson. A shot good stop by Mrazek. And the pressure forces the Carolina Hurricanes to commit a stick infraction, and we'll go to a Washington Capital power play. Martin Neckash is going to go off for hooking. Got the stick in on his man. Jakub Vrana, and the Caps are on a man advantage here. Chance to really put this thing away. Far side, one-time drive, blockered away by Mrazek. Now Ovechkin steps into one and breaks his stick. He's got to get a new one from the bench. John Carlson to Ovechkin. Ovechkin's got it now. Coming out of his own zone. Alex Ovechkin into the middle. Lars Eller. Eller. Now Wilson. Back to the line. Ovechkin a hard hit. There's Eller. A shot. Stopped by Mrazek. Lars Eller, a great chance there. Washington still on the man advantage. This was the big hit, Ovechkin on Teuvo Teravainen. Ovechkin still waiting for him really to get going in the series. Got an assist tonight though. But when Alexander Ovechkin, who's regarded as for sure one of the most prolific goal scorers of all time, if not the greatest pure goal scorer of all time in the National Hockey League, has no goals through the first 4 games of a playoff series, that's an issue. But right now it's not for Washington. They're up 4-1 tonight. Here's Ilya Kovalchuk. In the middle it comes, that knocked away, sent down the ice by Carolina. 30 seconds of power play time remaining for the Washington Capitals. Dmitry Orlov, Rana, now it comes up, Nick Backstrom. Backstrom drops off, Dmitry Orlov to Oshie. Now Kovalchuk in the middle, it goes for Nick Backstrom. Backstrom, little move, 5 seconds of power play time left. Orlov to Oshie, down to Vrana. They got to get a shot here. They do from the in tight on the far side. Ilya Kovalchuk, a great save turned in by Peter Mrazek. He'll freeze it. Washington continues to lead 4-1. Late stages here in the second period. Draw one by the Caps. Siegenthaler, one-timer panic. Great save. Now Leipzig for Dowd. Dowd, side of the goal, tries to take it in front. Got knocked off the puck there by Slavin. Here come the Hurricanes. Martin Neckash. Neckash shovels down the wall. Nick Dowd's got it. And Dowd carries out for the Washington Capitals. Dowd in the middle, Paddock. Paddock still in front. It goes. That goes. Gets stopped there. No, one-timer scores! Nick Dowd, his first of the playoffs. It's 5-1 Washington, and the Caps are running the Hurricanes right out of the building in Game 5. What a pass and what a rocket. One-timer, no chance for Mrazek there. Nick Dowd hammers it by Pete Mrazek. It's 5-1 Capitals. And still no move to James Reimer on the bench. Despite struggling mightily in this one for Peter Mrazek. 2:40 to go in the period. And here comes Ryan Dzingel. Dzingel into the near side. Dzingel got it back now. There's Gardner. His shot blocked. Here come the Caps. It's Alexander Ovechkin. Ovechkin now waiting. Ovi shot it. Stopped there easily by Mrazek. To the line, Kempny. Wilson back to Kempny. Wilson out front. Kuznetsov. Shot block goes wide. Minute 52 to go here in the period. A hard hit by Alexander Ovechkin on the near side. Put in deep by Carolina, but it's up and over the glass off the stick of Ryan Dzingel. Ovechkin's been a wrecking crew tonight. Here's another big hit. That one was on Jordan Martinook. Ovi, despite being held off the score sheet in this entire series, he's certainly making his presence felt tonight. And 5-1 Washington, they're running the Hurricanes right out of D.C. here this evening. Right here, on the far side. Now Gardner, Svechnikov, back to Gardner. Down into the middle for Shea. And now here's a breakaway for Tom Wilson. Wilson on a break. Wilson shoots, stopped by Mrazek. Backhander, another stop by Mrazek. Now here come the Hurricanes. Back the other way. 2-on-2. Svechnikov to Aho. Dropped off Teravainen. Aho. Slavin. Stopped by Holtby. Good blocker save by Braden Holtby. Here come the Washington Capitals once again. This is Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk, first overall draft pick in the 2000 draft. Now it goes back to Dylan. Kovalchuk, one-timer. Stopped by Mrazek. 2 seconds to play here in period 2. 5-1. Washington leads it. Face off to the right of Peter Mrazek. And the second period comes to a close. Washington way out in front in this one. It's 5-1 Capitals. And it looks like we'll be playing another game of this series tomorrow night in Raleigh, North Carolina. Here's some highlights. That's a 2-1 goal. That's a go-ahead goal from Carl Hagelin. Hagelin had one just a couple of seconds after that to make it 3-1. This is the one that pours it on. The route's on here in Washington. Nick Dowd, 5-1 Caps through 40. 36-21 the shots. Don't know if it's in the cards tonight for Carolina to complete the series. Welcome back inside Capital One Arena. Third period underway from DC. Now back to the line. There's Hamilton, a shot. Good glove save made there by Holtby. Washington 5, Carolina 1 in the third period as we're just underway in the final frame in this one. But here's a 3-on-2 rush for Carolina early. Aho, Teravainen into the middle. Couldn't get a shot away. That was Svechnikov. And here come the Capitals once more. Alexander Ovechkin into the middle. Kuznetsov back to Ovechkin. Ovechkin to the line. Now it comes into the middle for Wilson. He couldn't get a shot away. And now back come the Hurricanes. Andrei Svechnikov, hard hit there by Brendan Dillon on Svechnikov. And here come the Washington Capitals. Wilson into the middle. Dillon shoots it wide of the net. Now the Hurricanes in the midst of a change, able to get it out. Necas got it to Aho. Right back to Martin Necas. Drops off Slavin. Slavin and Necas trade. Necas down the sideboards. Back to Slavin. Niederreiter, Trocheck, Slavin. Slavin now on the far side. And in the middle it comes. Great defensive play made there by Nick Backstrom to deny a chance for Nino Niederreiter. Now the Capitals able to get it out, and here's Tom Wilson on the far side. To the near side, Vrana. Vrana to Wilson. Wilson knocked out the puck. Wilson's got it back. Stopped there by Peter Mrazek, and now Wilson's got it again. Tom Wilson over the line. Wilson shoots. Stopped by Mrazek. Washington continues to lead this one. It's 5-1. .46 to go here in period 3. 20-13 the face-offs favor Carolina, however. Not going to be a lot of solace for them in that on this night. Back to the line, unable to hold it in was Kovalchuk as it comes out. Caps forced to regroup. That goes into the Carolina bench. 16-21 to go in this third period. Washington up by a mile. Look at the recent history of these teams. Pretty successful organizations. Last year, Carolina all the way to the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. Lost to the Boston Bruins. Washington, of course, 2 years ago, Stanley Cup champions over the Vegas Golden Knights. Here comes Fogel over to the far side. Stahl into the middle. Williams shoots it. Glove save, Holtby. Carolina also has won Stanley Cup to their credit. 2006. Defeat the Edmonton Oilers in 7 games. Draw one by the Hurricanes. Joel Edmondson now hammered toward the goal. Blockered away there by Holtby. Kovalchuk drops off for Eller. Now comes up. Here's Jordan Stahl. Warren Fogle. Fogle, middle. Williams. Shot steered aside by Holtby. Hagelin's got it for Washington. Hagelin carries over the line on the far side. Hagelin into the middle. Broke it up, and here come the Hurricanes. Joel Edmondson. Edmondson for the Hurricanes, looking to get it out front. A backhander stopped by Holtby. He'll swallow it up. Winner of this series, they will go on. I'm just trying to think here. They'll go on to face the winner of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Carolina, of course, had hopes tonight of ending this series, but of course that looks unlikely to happen now. A long drive from Joel Edmondson off the glove of Holtby and up and out of play. As Carolina trails this one big time in the third period, 5-1 Washington. 14:40 to go in the third period. Draw one by the Hurricanes. Vatanen over to the far side. Edmondson blocked away there on a slap shot by Braden Holtby. And now here come the Washington Capitals trying to get it out. They will. Nick Dowd. He's got the most recent Washington goal. Dowd knocked out the puck, and now here's Sami Vatanen. Vatanen over the line. Into the middle. Dzingel shot. Good stop by Holtby. Now back to the line. Vatanen trying to get a shot away. Can't do so. And now Dowd's going to carry out for the Capitals. Dowd over the line. Drops off Kempny. Kempney lost control of it. Dowd's got it back. Here's Poddick to Dowd. Dowd. Here's Poddick again. A shot stopped by Mrazek. You'll freeze it. 13 minutes, 17 seconds to go here in this third period. As mentioned, Caps look like they're going to win this thing, meaning we will, if they hold on, pending a monumental collapse, we will play Game 6 in Raleigh tomorrow night. As here's Netcash over Vrana. Vrana's got it for the Caps now in front to Kuznetsov. Couldn't get control of it and shoot it. And now here's Vinny Trocheck. Trocheck waiting. Gets knocked off the puck. Jakub Vrana's got it. Vrana over to the far side. Kempney up to TJ Oshie. Oshie into the middle. Vrana shoots. Good stop by Mrazek. Comes into the corner. Oshie back to the line. Siegenthaler. Dillon now back to Backstrom. Good stop there. Vrana to Dillon at the line. Dillon into the middle. Oshie shooting. Good stop. Mrazek keeps it out. Now here's Sebastian Aho. Aho into the middle. Teravainen. Niederreiter stopping up. Shoot blocked by Siegenthaler. Good block there by Siegenthaler. Excuse me. Jonas Siegenthaler. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes hit the post. That name can sometimes be a bit of a tongue twister. With it there's Aho. Sends it in deep for Teravainen, but the Caps able to come out with it here. Here's Tom Wilson. He had the opening goal for the Caps in this one. Drop back. Dillon shot stopped by Mrazek. 10:38 to play here in the third period. As this game, tomorrow this series gets back underway in the afternoon. 2 o'clock puck drop. Draw one. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's a lie. It would be... I'll have to figure that out. Ovechkin, far side, blockered away there by Mrazek. And now here come the Carolina Hurricanes. Far side, Aho. Aho. With it for Carolina. Knocked off the puck. Sebastian Aho takes it in front. A wraparound. He scores. Carolina makes it 5-2. With 9:49 to go in this third period. Carolina's within 3 now. As early leaving his post there was Braden Holtby. Sorry, this would be the last game of the night tomorrow night, if needed, at 6 o'clock. Pardon me. Draw one and controlled by Carolina. Florin Fogle on the far side. Fogle into the middle. Eller lost control. There's a drive from Dougie Hamilton and a good stop made by Holtby. Tomorrow, what will end up happening is we got 1 o'clock. The Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Tampa Bay Lightning in Game 5. The Leafs can win that series with a win. And then at 2 o'clock, it is Philadelphia hosting the Pittsburgh Penguins. That series tied up at 2. Put in deep here by Washington. Then we'll take a break. It'll be 5 o'clock that this game would get underway. Here's Lars Eller, a shot. 5 o'clock that Winnipeg will host Vegas in Game 6. And 6 o'clock this game gets underway. Carl Hagelin carries it over the line for Washington. A drive. Back to the line, Jensen. Now comes Orlov. Jensen now. Down the wall, Jensen's got it back. Jensen into the middle, Carl Hagelin. Hagelin, a Kovalchuk, a shot blocked. Dougie Hamilton knocks it down and carries out for Carolina. Now on the far side, Ryan Dzingel. Dzingel to Jordan Stahl. Stahl, Hamilton shoots. It's stopped by Holtby. 7:43 to play here in the third period. Carolina trailing 5-2 now as they got one goal to get them somewhat closer from Sebastian Aho. We're about 20 minutes from puck drop in the Oilers and Flames game too, so don't go anywhere after the conclusion of this one. As Richard Panik carries out for the Washington Capitals. Panik now, near side, drops off Jensen. Far side, Orlov, Jensen and Orlov trade. Now it goes Panik, far side. Richard Panik, in, shoot, save, rebound, what a stop by Mrazek. kicked it out with the right pad. And Carolina, you know what? You get a goal here in the next minute or so. You're in this thing. Nicked out at the line. A shot, Pip scores. No, they're waving that off. I think they're saying Dowd got it with a high stick. And that one will go upstairs for video review. Looked close to me. They got a call on the ice. Goal stands. It's a good goal. Washington 6, Carolina 2. Brendan Leipzig was the one who tipped it home. I guess it was underneath the crossbar. So with 6.5 or just over that to play, it's 6-2 Washington. And what I was saying about Carolina maybe getting one more and staying in this hockey game, I think that's a pipe dream now. Back down by 4 are the Hurricanes. Here's Martin Neckash. A hard hit. There's something that has Vatanen in some discomfort, but he looks okay after he's slow to get up. Now to the middle, it's picked off by Richard Paddock. Far side, Vrana. John Carlson now for the Washington Capitals puts it in deep. There's Joel Edmondson to Sammy Vatanen. Vatanen, you got it up, got it back, put it in deep here by the Carolina Hurricanes. Caps have to go retrieve it. And here they come over the line, put in deep by the Carolina Hurricanes. And, by the Capitals. Hurricanes have to retrieve it. And here come the Hurricanes now. Niederreiter. He's still with it. Niederreiter puts it in deep for Aho. Aho. He turned it over, and out come the Washington Capitals. As with it here, Alexander Ovechkin. Ovechkin still with it. Ovechkin stays with it. Now to Kuznetsov, side of the goal. That's a 6-2 call, I think. Kuznetsov got his stick in between the feet of a Carolina Hurricane, and that'll be a penalty to Washington. And I think that if this game's a 3-2 hockey game in the third period, that there's no chance that gets called. But 6-2 Caps, and they'll give the Hurricanes a charity power play for that one. Getting drubbed in this one on road ice. 4 minutes to go. Here's Slavin as the Hurricanes go to work on a power play. Williams back to the line. Svechnikov. Slavin. Svechnikov. Drive. Stopped by Holtby. Freezes it. Holds on. 3:51 to play in the third period. As we have a couple of Caps in the top 10 in PIMS. Kuznetsov and Tom Wilson, each with 6. Draw one by the Hurricanes. Slavin, Svechnikov, shot blocked, put in deep by Carolina. Tom Wilson. Excuse me, that's Williams, a shot. Good stop by Holtby up front with the glove. 6-2 Washington, 3.5 to play. We'll have Edmonton and Calgary up next. Draw one by the Carolina Hurricanes. Martin Neckash back to the line. Shea. Neckash down the wall. He tripped up, and we'll get another penalty here. This time it's to Carolina. We'll play 4-on-4 for $1.11. And then 49 seconds of power play time for Washington. Well, academic now anyhow, as we're well into garbage time in this one. 6-2, the Hurricanes trail with 3:19 to play. Draw one by the Caps. And now it comes to Ovechkin, a shot stopped by Mrazek. He'll hold on. So we'll play Game 6 of this series tomorrow night at 6 o'clock back in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hurricanes will get another kick at the can at ending this series. And they will not get that done tonight. Jordan Stahl carries up over the line for Carolina. Stahl into the middle. Good stick lift by Ovechkin on Gardner to deny him an opportunity. And here come the Caps. 30 seconds of 4-on-4 remaining. A shot from a long way out by Backstrom. Glove down by Mrazek. 2.5 to play here in this third period. 6-2 Washington. Draw to the right of Peter Mrazek. Won cleanly by the Carolina Hurricanes. Now in the middle it comes. Svechnikov shot it. That's stopped there. Washington on a power play for 45 seconds-ish now, as here's Kuznetsov over the line. He tries to get around Stahl, can't do so. Buck 54 remaining in the game. A big hit there on the far side. I think that was by Siegenthaler. And now here's Shea. Back to McGinn. 19 seconds remaining on the power play. Kuznetsov's got it for Washington. 90 seconds to go in the game. Carlson. John Carlson. Back to the line, Kempny. Carlson. Kempny at the line. Ovechkin now. As that'll do it for the man advantage, but Ovechkin still's got it. Shot! Oh, it's in behind Mrazek, but he falls on top of it just in time to deny Ovechkin his first of the postseason. As Ovi, as we are well aware, he's a goal scorer. He doesn't have any yet in the playoffs, but he won't care much about that tonight, as his Caps are going to cruise to a big victory here in Game 5 to keep the series alive. Near side, Dillon picked off there, a cross-ice pass by Andrei Svechnikov. Svechnikov for Carolina, long shot, stopped by Holtby, he'll freeze it. As we're 49.6 seconds away from the conclusion of this one. Afterward, we'll head to Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, for Game 5 of that Western Conference semifinal, or Western Conference quarterfinal, excuse me. There's a shot, easily swallowed up again by Braden Holtby. Draw going to be to the left side of the Washington net. 33-19 face-offs favor Carolina. Didn't mean much tonight. Slavin off the draw, he scores. Slavin gets one in garbage time for the Hurricanes and makes it 6-3. Aho's going to get the lone assist. Not going to matter. Still a 3-goal Washington lead. With just about 40 seconds to play in the hockey game. .43 seconds to be exact. Draw won by Carolina, and here's Jacob Slavin over the line for the Hurricanes. Slavin in the middle, Aho. Hamilton shot it wide. 32 seconds to play. Washington's going to try to get this thing out. They will. Here's Richard Panik. Panik over the line, shot it wide of the net. Nino Niederreiter on the far side. Vinny Trocheck. Trocheck carries out for Carolina into the offensive zone. Dropped off Hamilton. In the middle, Hamilton right back. A shot stopped by Holtby. 11 seconds to go in the hockey game. And the Washington Capitals going to win this one and extend the series. See you in Carolina tomorrow night for Game 6. Great effort here tonight from Washington. They knew their backs were against the wall, and they score a lot of goals. 6-3 is your final in Game 5. Washington wins the game, in the series now favors the Hurricanes 3-2. It's a great hockey game here this evening. That was Sebastian Aho making it 6-2. 5-2, I should say. Caps get one after that. This one's tipped home by Leipzig. That one went to review, but it would stand. This was the last goal of the game. That made it 6-3, and that's where the final would stand. This would stand up as your game winner. Siegenthaler just inserted into the lineup tonight. 6-3 the final. Back to Raleigh for Game 6 tomorrow night. 3-2 the series for Carolina now. All right, we're going to take a break. We're about 9 minutes from puck drop for the Flames and Oilers. So we'll get that one all set up. We should be on time-ish for that one, so stick around on the channel, and we'll see